Virginia and Georgia meet for the second year in a row in the Southeast Regional Championship. Loudoun South Little League from Virginia, Peachtree City from Georgia. A date with Williamsport is on the line. Come fly on down to Warner Robins. It's the Little League World Series on ESPN. It was doubleheader day for Georgia after a rainout yesterday. A resounding 10-1 victory over South Carolina sets up a rematch of a fantastic finish last night. Virginia at 3-0, unbeaten in the tournament, and Georgia's only lost by one run last night to Virginia. Kevin Brown, Chris Singleton. Boy, was it a fun finish between these two teams last night. Georgia scored 3 in the top of the 6th to take the lead. Virginia walked it off with 2 with the Chase Hopes Garden triple. We shouldn't expect anything more than that, should we?
Well, you look at this. I mean, everything's on the line right here. Opportunity to punch the ticket to Williamsport. I thought the offense for Georgia came back alive where they started in this tournament in Game 1 where they scored 23 runs. The defense was outstanding. Their base running, everything was on point. What's going to need to happen in this rematch? Virginia's going to have to do the same thing. I think the offense is going to be better for Georgia than it was on Monday. And with that said, Virginia can't make mistakes defensively. Pitching is set up nicely for Georgia because they had the game this morning. Austin Davis will go. And then after that, we'll see if Maldonado gets in the game.
Yeah. Justin Lee on the hill for Virginia. It's a phenomenal matchup. Virginia trying to make it back to the Little League World Series for the first time in 2.5 decades. Georgia looking to repeat. First pitch next.
Insurance.
It's a rematch of Virginia and Georgia's matchup from Monday night. It's a rematch from these teams last year. Second straight final appearance for Loudoun South Little League out of Virginia.
Hi, my name's Alan Bowden. I'm the manager of Loudoun South Little League American, and this is my team and coaches.
Hi, Brian Triplett, coach, Loudoun South Little League American.
Hi, Keith Yates, assistant coach, Loudoun South Little League American.
Hi, I'm Noah Culpepper, and I can solve Rubik's Cube. Hi, I'm Michael Bowden. My favorite player is Trey Turner.
Hi, I'm Colton Hicks, and my favorite player is Mike Trout.
Hi, I'm Matt Coleman, and my favorite baseball player is Aaron Judge.
Hi, I'm Chase Hopesgar, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, I'm Liam Thine. My favorite player is Jacob DeGrom. Hi, I'm Joe Ross, and my favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, I'm Justin Lee, and you can call me June of the Tuna.
Hi, I'm Brady Yates. My favorite baseball player is Mike Trout.
Hi, I'm Brady Harris, but they call me Pants.
Hi, my name is Chase Triplett. My favorite player is Bo Jackson.
Hi, I am Ken Henson. My favorite player is Derek Jeter.
Hi, my name is Brett Triplett, and my favorite baseball player is Salvador Perez. Let's go, Virginia.
I counted 5 moves after he looked at the camera. A no-look Rubik's Cube mic drop from Noah Culpepper. That was awesome. And Justin Lee, the self-proclaimed June of the Tuna. He's pitching for Virginia today, and boy, has he been dangerous. 6 for 7, 3 home runs at the plate.
Yeah, it's got that power, and we'll see if it comes into play early. I think it's so big in terms of momentum. Get a lead early on Monday. Virginia was out front. And see if they can do it again today. But it's going to be an offensive display, I think, with this great weather we have.
Austin Davis started the game on Monday as well, allowed a couple of runs, struck out 3 in 2 innings. He gets the call for Georgia in the final.
Well, Austin Davis had some great plays defensively in Game 1 today. That catch over the shoulder in shallow right center field was just outstanding. Talked to his coach, said he is good to go the distance up to 85 pitches if he can get there today.
On Monday, he only threw 35, so he is well rested. Teams had the day off yesterday because of a rainout for Georgia and South Carolina. And here we go. Somebody's going to Williamsport, somebody's going to school. First pitch strike from Austin Davis to Chase Hopes Garden, and we are underway. Well, fitting that the game should start with Chase Hopes Garden at the plate. Monday night, it ended with Hopes Garden at the plate. He had a walk-off 2-run triple in that game. Here, he grounds to Logan Moss at short for the first out.
Well, right before that pitch was delivered, Moss was in a great athletic position. A little lean to the left, but he was on the balls of his feet, so he was ready to react back to his right. Make a strong throw and get that first hitter out. I think when you look at this matchup this afternoon, some would say that Virginia had the advantage because they were off, didn't have to play earlier. I think Georgia, having already played a game and an elimination game, they've kind of, just broken the ice, if you will, and are good to go.
Brady Yates, the number 2 hitter for Virginia.
Ball.
1 ball and 1 strike for Brady. Well, the advantage for Virginia, though they did not play today, they are the more well-rested team in terms of pitching. Brady Yates, unavailable to go. He started and went nearly the distance in the win Monday.
Ball.
For Georgia, Rudolph, Inagawa, Moss, they can't pitch. And Will Rowan, who caught the first game, is not eligible either.
Ball.
3-1 for Brady Yates. His brother Chad was a big part of Virginia's regional finalists last year. He pitched on this stage. Strike 2.
Good pitch on the inside corner.
Fastball, 3-2.
And Yates just scooching off the plate, thinking it was a ball.
Fouls that one away. Count remains full.
So now Davis has opened up the entire plate, has worked away early and late, and Yates has got to be thinking, man, I can't let a pitch on the inside corner go because it's been called for a strike already.
Another 3-2, and Yates chases what would have been ball 4 for strike 3. Davis picks up the K.
I saw Davis starting to pound the zone, and with 2 strikes, don't want to leave it in the hands of the umpire, and he went up and out of the zone to try to chase that pitch.
Some close calls for South Riding Virginia. 3-run wins in their first 2 games. Moved into the winner's bracket. 6-5 comeback over Georgia Monday. Well, Justin Lee got it started on Monday in this spot. 2 out, nobody on. First inning against Austin Davis. Lee blasted a long home run to center. Swinging away here, and he's down 0-2. 6 for 7, 3 home runs, 7 RBIs, 4 walks in the regional. So Lee has batted 11 times and reached base 10. Down 0-2 here, and he stays alive. We saw Justin Lee behind the plate on Monday. We'll see him on the mound this afternoon.
Austin Davis doing a nice job of changing speeds here in this first inning. And that's what it's all about. Try to keep the hitters off balance. Even though you don't have an overpowering fastball, if you can change speeds, mix your locations. Never allow those hitters to get into a groove and settle into one part of the plate and one velocity.
Another breaking ball, and Lee pounds this one. It is gone. Justin Lee does it again. Another first inning blast for Virginia's Big Bopper.
It's a good approach. Stay up the middle. Good things can happen. Your mechanics stay intact. And with his size and power, it's not too many ballparks going to hold him in.
Well, 2 days ago it was a 3-0 count when Lee blasted off and hit a ball nearly in the exact same spot. 0-2 pitch today he goes after. Now Colton Hicks. That's over the head of Dixon in right field. Colton Hicks on his way to second, turning for 3, and he is safe. A great relay by Georgia. Hicks ruled safe at third with a 2-out triple.
Well, just a little misplay in the outfield, but a great recovery and an outstanding throw to the cutoff man. And there to third. Bang, bang. And Maldonado is going to Ask them to take a look at it.
There is video review here. Coaches can challenge. And that's what Esteban Maldonado wants to do. Home plate umpire David Byers to the phone. We'll call the video review booth up here in the press box. And we'll take a look, see if this is a 2-out triple or the end of the inning. Video replay applying only to televised games in the regionals and World Series. Force outs, tags on the base paths, missed bases, hit batters. Managers can have unlimited successful challenges, but after 2 unsuccessful challenges in the first 6 innings, you lose them until extras.
Well, it seemed like the throw beat him in terms of getting there before the runner, but then you have step 2 of it. Got to get the tag down in the right spot. If it's a little too high on the leg and that foot gets in there first, the runner's safe. But from that angle of the replay, it looked like he was out.
It's Kyle Rudolph at third.
That looks pretty clear that he's out.
Here's David Byers with the call. Call overturned. Hicks thrown out on a brilliant relay. Virginia does strike first, however. Off the bat of Juna the Tuna once again. Justin Lee's 4th home run of this Southeast Regional. Virginia scores in its half of the first inning. Georgia will bat against Justin Lee, and we continue our roster introductions and our talent show with the kids from Peachtree City.
My name is Esteban Maldonado. I'm the manager of the Peachtree City Little League.
Coach, Jeremy Dixon.
Coach, Scott Profit.
My name is Logan Agawa, and Coach Kent Murphy taught me well. My name is Kyle Rudolph, and my favorite baseball player is Ozzie Smith. Shout out to Coach Friday for teaching us how to juggle.
Hi, my name is Landon Justice, and my favorite baseball player is Christian Yelich.
Hi, my name is Joaquin Maldonado. My favorite player is Javier Baez, and I take Big Daddy hacks.
Hi, my name is Cameron Rogers, and my favorite player is Josh Donaldson.
My name is Will Rowan, and they call me Big Swole.
My name is Walker Dixon. My favorite baseball player is Ronald Acuna.
My name's Dylan Stiltner. My favorite baseball player is John Carlos Stanton. My name's Austin Davis. My favorite baseball player is Ronald Acuna. Shout out to Brinson.
My name is Will Nixon, and I'm a speedy little guy.
My name is Ryan Melson, and my favorite baseball player is Ronald Acuna. Hi, my name is Brock Ray. My favorite baseball player is Mike Chow. Shout out to all my friends at school.
My name is Logan Moss. I have curls for the girls.
My name is Zach Profit. I'm excited to miss school. Go Peachtree City!
Woo!
Yeah!
And these kids are talented. Rubik's Cube in the top of the first, juggling in the bottom of the first, and Will Rowan, who has a nickname of his own. We get Juna the Tuna on one side with a home run. You got Will Big Swole Rowan flexing, and with good reason. He's hit 4 home runs, including 1 in our first game Wednesday. Well, Justin Lee can do it all. He caught on Monday. He's homered in both games. And he'll start for Virginia, trying to send this state back to the Little League World Series with a regional championship. Back to the Little League World Series. It will be the first time in 25 years, and Justin's the man to do it.
He's got some good velocity in the mid-60s. Curveball, a changeup to go along with the fastball, but perhaps the best attribute, tenacious out there on the mound. Just going to continue to attack hitters even when he falls behind. Showing it with the bat. Now he can show it with the arm.
It's a hot day. It's sticky, but it's a beautiful day nonetheless. Fingers crossed for no more rain in the forecast. Had a big pop-up storm yesterday, but the grounds crew's done an amazing job to get this field ready for 2 games today. Landon Justice leads it off, and Justin Lee starts him with ball 1. 5 for 13 for Landon Justice in this regional. He hit a home run on Monday to tie the game. He's a left-handed batter. He's a left-handed thrower, but he also has a nasty right-handed curveball. Ambidextrous, Landon Justice. Said he sometimes changes that mid-game, but this regional will likely not be the time for that.
No. Maybe earlier in the year when you can afford to lose, but there is little margin for error in this game this afternoon. So close to getting to that promised land of Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Justice on the ground. Colton Hicks at second throws him out. These are two very strong defensive teams, as we've seen all tournament long. And the first test aced by the 11-year-old Colton Hicks at second.
You look at games like this and two talented teams, and the winner typically it's the one who makes the least amount of mistakes defensively.
Austin Davis goes after Lee's first pitch for strike one. Austin Davis maybe had the defensive play of the tournament in our first game today. Great lunging, diving over the shoulder catch from second base. Strike two.
Have 2 strikes.
Davis helped get Peachtree City here with a complete game shutout in the state semis against Warner Robins. Playing on Warner Robins home field right now. He said the Warner Robins players have taken a cheering for Peachtree City, representing the state. 5th straight year Peachtree City has had one of its Little League teams represent the state of Georgia here in the Southeast Regional. Lee on 0-2 blows one by him. Justin Lee is throwing smoke early. Peachtree City, Georgia. This is the Peachtree City national team, not to be confused with Peachtree City's American Little League team. A 23-run rout of West Virginia Friday. Then a couple of close calls. Beat Florida, lost to Virginia in walk-off fashion, and dominated South Carolina in our first game today. 2 down for Rowan and a curveball high. Four home runs, 8 knocked in for Will Rowan in this regional.
You can see the uptick in velocity with Justin Lee, even from the other side, his counterpart Austin Davis today. But of the arms that we've seen, even the earlier game, he is really popping the catcher's mitt.
Rowan on the ground is short. Low throw by Opsgarten is dug out by Matt Coleman. Great pick by Coleman to close out a 1-2-3 first. Virginia led 4-2 going into the 6th inning. Georgia scored 3. Camden Rogers tied the game with a single. The ball got away from Michael Bowden. That brought home a second run for Georgia's first lead. 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 6th, and Chase Opsgarten would give Virginia the lead back, a lead it would take home with a 2-run triple for the walk-off win, sending Virginia into today's regional championship. What a game it was. Justin Lee smashed another home run. He's hit one more today. Opsgarten had the walk-off hit.
I'm just glad I'm not one of the parents, because as an announcer on Monday night, you're just riding the wave of emotion up and down, and that's why these parents, you'll see if they are on pins and needles at times during these games.
And a good representation from both South Riding, Virginia, Loudoun County, and Peachtree City, just down the road, hour and a half or so away in Georgia. Great to see all the family and fan support all week. 8 teams came into the Southeast Regional. 2 remain, Virginia and Georgia, to clinch the 2nd spot out of 8 for U.S. teams in the Little League World Series. At our Southwest Championship earlier, Louisiana defeated Texas to become the first U.S. team to punch its bid 6-2.
Ball.
Liam Thien, number 5 hitter, leads off for Virginia. On the ground, this is Brock Rain at second base.
Nice big hop on the end. Something easy for him to handle.
Both of these teams, Singy, have absolutely praised this field. And one of their happiest moments about getting to Warner Robins was just seeing this field, seeing how clean the hops are. Nice clean hop up the middle there for a Joe Ross single. Ross aboard with 1 out here in the second.
Little fastball up, kept the hands up, top hand working really well. Coach Bowden had an opportunity today to scout out this Georgia team one more time before they would play this afternoon.
Coach's son, Michael Bowden, takes a strike. Alan Bowden is mic'd up for us today, along with Esteban Maldonado. Bowden, a little looper. That's handled at second by Rain, 2 down. Boy, we've learned so much from having these coaches mic'd up. We appreciate not just those two, but all the other coaches in this region. It's been wonderful to listen in on their visits to the mound.
Joe, stay more off the bag when he throws it back.
And right there, another teaching moment for Alan Bowden.
Anticipate. Wants his kids to have that attitude that makes you a good base runner. Good base running always felt like it's about attitude, wanting more than what you have, being hungry, wanting to take something. And that's where he's talking about, hey, stay off the bag a little bit longer just in case that ball gets away.
Noah Culpepper on the ground and gets through the shortstop Moss.
No, really, for Moss, as good as we've seen him at times this tournament, very routine play for him, and you can see him shaking his head there, knows that that was just a simple one for him, that he just didn't keep the head down. But Davis can pick him up here with this next hitter.
Matt Coleman in the 9 spot takes strike 1. What's the teaching moment there for a young player?
Just turn the page, the play's over. So we got to get the next hitter. And so many times it's important that you can't dwell on the last at bat. You can't dwell on the play that you didn't make, because if you're stuck there, the game keeps moving. And if you're not ready to make a play, then you're going to continue to hurt the team. And I think there's a lot of the coachable and teachable moments that we see is really dealing with adversity for the kids. That's the biggest thing, because that's what the game is about. That's what life is, really all about. And the better you handle those situations,
2 balls, 2 strikes.
more success you'll experience.
Austin Davis with a 2-2. And Coleman takes ball 3. They call him the professional, Matt Coleman. Does everything the right way. On a 3-2 count, he takes ball 4. And the bases are loaded for the leadoff hitter, Obsgaard.
Good to see a visit here from Coach Maldonado. He's great about coming in and just calming the guys down.
Hey, you okay? We got to execute pitches, okay? So we don't want to get to this guy. Now we got him, we're going to go after him, okay? You got this. Hey, let's relax. Like your position, you see how they're trying to move and stuff like that? Do not get out of position. Defense, okay? Pick your head up. You get the next one. You get the next one. Let's go. Right here, right here. Let's have some fun. Let's go. You guys are ready. Let's go. Let's go.
Esteban Maldonado, who's a former Houston Astros minor leaguer, 7th round pick of the Astros in 1996. He pitched for 5 years in the Houston Miners. Manny Octa was his manager for 4 of those, and there's a lot of Manny Octa that Esteban says is in his coaching DNA. Bases full. Chase Opsgarden, the leadoff hitter, takes high.
Yeah, he seems just to be problem solver. Like, let's just simplify this and get back to the basics. That's how Manny Octa has always been as a coach and as a skipper. Very positive individual.
Esteban grew up in Puerto Rico, playing with J.C. Romero with our own Eduardo Perez. Opsgarden out to center field. Justice at the wall. Grand slam!
Boy, that hurts if you're Georgia. Missed opportunity defensively in the inning extended for Virginia. And a 5-0 lead is a great way to start. But like we talked about, offense for Georgia, very good as well. A lot of baseball game left.
What a 48-hour stretch it has been for Chase Opsgarden. On the mound in the top of the 6th Monday, when Georgia scores 2 to take the lead, he comes back in the bottom of the inning, hits a walk-off 2-run triple, and he ignites Virginia in the regional championship with a grand slam. He knew it right away, too.
Yeah, and center fielder Landon Justice, he knew it as well. That ball was smoked.
The first home run hit by a Virginia player not named Justin Lee in this regional. Brady Yates stays alive, 1-2.
A little intimidating there. Brady Yates standing right on top of home plate.
Can't be much closer than that. Feet on the chalk. And Yates pops it up. Justice ends the inning. All 5 Virginia runs have come with 2 outs. 4 of them on this swing. Chase Opsgarden. 2 home runs for Virginia and a 5-run lead. World Series kicks off in Williamsport. Louisiana will be there. East Bank Little League punches Louisiana's first ticket to the Little League World Series since 2011. Congratulations to Louisiana. A 6-2 win over Texas to punch its ticket to Williamsport. Who's going to join them, Virginia or Georgia? Early results good for Loudoun South Little League with a 5-0 lead after 1.5. Kevin Brown, Chris Singleton, our entire crew, thrilled to be with you from Warner Robins, Georgia. Once again, the host of the Southeast Regional. Kyle Rudolph will lead it off against Justin Lee. First pitch hunting and fouled away.
Well, ideally, if you're Georgia Peachtree City here, you want to just chip away. You can get that leadoff man on somehow, base hit, error, walk, start collecting some base runners, and little by little get back in this game.
Rudolph will do just that. A ground ball sneaks through for Kyle Rudolph, and the leadoff man's aboard for Georgia.
Well, that's where it all starts. Got to get somebody on and then let the dominoes continue to fall and keep the line moving. You're Georgia, be that guy that says, I'm not going to make it out this inning.
Camden Rogers grabs a bat. He's going to hit for Brock Rain. Rogers has been a force off the bench all week long. 4 out of 7. He's doubled. He's homered. He's driven in 6 runs in this regional. And with a base runner on early, Esteban Maldonado goes to Rogers. Every player on both these teams is required to have 1 at-bat in the game, mandatory minimum play. 5 players on the bench for Georgia, 4 on the bench for Virginia, and you'll see all of them take their turn at bat. Rogers chases one low. Always have to be alert for Noah Culpepper behind the plate.
All these Georgia kids over in the dugout, they see the velocity from Justin Lee, and that's why in a 1-0-1-1 count, breaking ball, it's not even close, gets chased after by the hitter. Want to be ready for that fastball and try to get out in front. That can work to Lee's advantage. He continues to command it. With that same little tunnel, throw the breaking ball and get the swings and misses.
Foul. Culpepper pounced on it just in case. Get to see his brilliant head of hair.
Play.
Two. Rogers chops it back to Lee, and he throws it into center field. Now the throw behind at second, not in time, as Rudolph stumbles back into the base. 2 on and nobody out for Georgia.
Kind of a tough play for the pitcher because he's on the mound and on that slope, and where he fields it, maybe spinning glove side would have been better for him to have a chance of a more accurate throw to first, but he went arm side and just really didn't get his feet established underneath him. And those are the little things that you're Georgia, you got to take advantage of.
Brock Rain returns to run for Rogers. And Joaquin Maldonado will bat. No relation to his head coach, Joaquin.
There is a connection to you, though.
Oh yeah, we did get to meet.
Because his siblings beat you in a cardboard race down
I don't think both of them did. But we did meet Nico and Melania, and I don't know. It's possible the folks will find out about that later. It's possible, depending on if I got my way or if you did. Ball 1 to Joaquin. Best video game player on the team, Joaquin Maldonado. We found out that Fortnite is apparently no longer in vogue among 11 and 12-year-olds this year.
It's amazing. Last year it was, they were doing the dance. They were all about it. It's back to MLB The Show and Minecraft.
Got 1 ball, 2 strikes.
One, 2. Will Nixon, by the way, running at second for Rudolph. Special pinch runner. Speediest player on the team, base to base. And the count is full on Maldonado.
Three balls, 2 strikes.
First 3-ball count for Justin Lee. 2 on, nobody out. And Maldonado stays alive. You see the equivalent there, that 70-mile-per-hour pitch. That's the equivalent of facing 91 from 60 feet, 6 inches in the majors. 46 feet mound to home plate here, just to give you an idea of the kind of reaction time needed to hit some of these fastballs. Another 3-2. And a called strike 3 by David Byers. A late call, but a call nonetheless to get Maldonado looking.
A really good at bat by Maldonado, and had some sink to it at the end. I think as it was crossing the plate, Home plate umpire saw it as at the very bottom of the zone, and it was caught pretty low, but not an easy call for the umpire, and unfortunate for Maldonado.
Not where it's caught, but where it crossed the plate. That's where the strike zone's supposed to be. Now strike one to Logan Inagawa. That gets away from Culpepper. Nixon will advance to third, and Rain behind him to second.
Just in and out of the webbing there. And right here, Georgia can chip one in somewhere. They start to chip away at that lead.
Good breaking ball for a big strike two on Inagawa.
With Nixon the runner at third base, real critical for the Virginia catcher to block everything and keep it close.
But Lee hit him. 1-2 pitch, rides up and hits Inagawa, and Georgia has loaded the bases in its half of the second. Dylan Stiltner is going to pinch hit for Georgia. And there goes Noah Culpepper for a quick fist bump in a meeting with his starting pitcher. Stiltner off the bench. Big Dill, he's a big swinger. 3 for 7 in this regional. One of the most solid hitters on this Georgia roster.
Play.
Stiltner goes after the first pitch. Off the net, strike one.
Come off the bench ready to hit. That's what you want to see. Here's power versus power as pitcher-hitter matchup. And a nice strategy. These coaches have the ability to deploy that big hitter in a big spot.
On the ground to shortstop. Opsgarden can handle it cleanly. Everybody's safe.
Time.
Well, on both sides, we've seen shortstops with plays that are easy plays for them to make and maybe just get a little too anxious.
Chase. Hey, you're okay. It's not the ground's fault. Come here. Hey, listen. Hey, look at the scoreboard. Look at the scoreboard. It's 5-1, dude. We're in control here. Just listen. We're doing fine. The base is loaded, right? Lead with your hip. We're good. You're pitching great. Okay, there's nothing wrong. They're not hitting in the gap to the outfield. Okay? It's hey, you're good. Okay? No. No. Okay? All right. Hey, if we can get him at 4, get him at 4. Otherwise, try to turn 2 or get it out. You're good. Justin, you're pitching well.
I'd like Alan Bowden to be the voice of my meditation app.
Soothing there?
Soothing presence. Hey, we're all right. And he's right. They're up by 4. But that's the message that we've heard from Alan Bowden throughout this regional. Listen, Virginia's undefeated. It's worked to great effect.
And what has, coaches just trying to get these kids to bring things back in. Where are we at right now? The only opportunity we have right now is with this hitter. Make a pitch, make a play defensively, and then get the next guy.
Ryan Melton pinch hitting. Strike one from Justin Lee. So 3 pinch hitters have been used this inning for Georgia. Melton through the left side to score at least one. And Georgia will hold the next runner, Inagawa, at third. An RBI single off the bench for Melton. And here comes Peachtree City, Georgia.
Well, this is a good job of Georgia with a little help from Virginia, but to answer back after the big grand slam in the top half of this inning. Not going quietly in the bottom half.
Walker Dixon returns to run for Melton. And after that grand slam, looked like Virginia might run away early. And here's Landon Justice to represent the go-ahead run. A ground out in the first inning for Justice. And the Georgia leadoff hitter takes a called strike. Again, it's not where it's caught, it's where it crosses. Strike 2.
Well, Justice with good speed, and if he hits the ball on the ground in the infield, so important for him to use that speed up the first baseline to avoid an inning-ending double play.
His dad, David, a great Little League player back in the early 90s. Landon named for him, David Landon Justice. And he takes one that kicks away from Culpepper, but the runners will hold. Culpepper keeps it close enough.
Culpepper's been working hard early in this ball game.
It's not a fun day to wear all that equipment behind the plate. It
No.
is sticky. Low to mid 90s. Without the breeze, it would feel hotter. 2-2. Justice pokes it. Obstgarden cannot make the play. This is a live ball. He'll come to the plate, and Culpepper squeezes it for the out.
Really good recovery by Obstgarden. That low liner doesn't stay in the glove, but sees the whole field and where his opportunity is. Look at that head. It was up right after he saw it pop out of his glove. Where's my opportunity? Where's my out? And a strike to Culpepper to get him.
6-2, fielder's choice. Moss, Dixon, and Justice left to right on the bases, and here is Austin Davis. Big breaking ball for strike 1 from Lee. He's thrown already 29 pitches in the inning. Austin Davis, huge Georgia Bulldogs fan. Went to every game but 2 in 2017. Favorite athlete, he tells us, one of the all-time great dogs, Herschel Walker. Advanced pick for a 12-year-old.
It's got to come from his dad, Kevin.
Davis in the air, right field. Bowden is underneath it, and he squeezes it to end the inning for Virginia. Georgia leaves 3, but scores 2. We got a back and forth affair here at Warner Robins. Great play by Bowden to hold Georgia at a pair. To talk to these kids from Virginia and Georgia this week and hear about all the different sports they play, some of them up to 3, 4, even as many as 5 sports. And Singy, I know for you it wasn't just baseball, but it was high-level college football as well. How did those two shape your game, and how did they complement each other?
Well, fortunately, then you couldn't play something all year round, which now you got kids that are, they're playing baseball all year round, and it's in order to keep up with the development of the others and have an opportunity to play. It's kind of like you gotta keep playing. But I always remember scouts talking about how, when they were scouting me for baseball, how they love to come watch me play high school football or basketball because you can learn a lot about a player, his athleticism, how he moves around. And it seems like most guys that have played multiple sports have a really good balance in their perspective and as well as their athletic ability.
You talk to baseball trainers and scouts, they'll tell you it's so important to have young pitchers play multiple sports, because if you pitch year-round sometimes, you can overexert a certain muscle. You play football, basketball, soccer, whatever. As you said, balances out the body, strengthens other core muscles. Justin Lee, 1 and 2 against Austin Davis here leading off the third.
And how about the parents? The parents are the ones driving. You know, I know as a parent as well, driving your kids around a ton, just trying to keep up. But you tip your cap to these parents for all the sacrifices they make to give these kids the opportunities.
No doubt, so many of them here today. Had to take off work, make the drive down here from Virginia, up from Georgia, to see their kids, the chance of a lifetime. Winner moves on to Williamsport. Been 25 years since Virginia sent a team there. Georgia just a year ago.
How you doing, Will?
Three-two.
Ball, that's outside.
Lee takes ball 4. If you want to play Little League, it's easy to find your local league. Just visit playlittleleague.org, enter your address, and find a Little League baseball or softball program near you. And if you want to slide down a hill, come to Warner Robins.
That's a Black Diamond hill, the slope.
Yeah.
When I got out there today, I was thinking, what was I thinking last year? It's kind of steep.
Yeah, it seemed a lot steeper. I think the boxes were just a lot smaller. I'll have to get you out in the field in Williamsport this year, and you'll have to compare for us which is the tougher slope.
Ball, it's up. One, two.
Colton Hicks doubled his first time. He's thrown out trying to stretch it into a triple. And Hicks gets a piece to stay alive. Big Washington Capitals fan. Highlight of his year last year, going to the parade after the Caps won the Cup. Also plays hockey as well as baseball. Hicks wraps one to third. Rudolph goes to second and collects the force there. Nicely done. 5-4. Rudolph to Brock Rain.
Good start there by Rudolph. Angle to the ball, moving to his left. Just gave ground a little bit, create a little bit more depth. And Rain just having a tough time on the exchange. These kids aren't having a tough time at all getting down that hill. 2 are better than 1, huh? Have a little extra weight.
Tandem cardboard boxing, which I believe might be airing right now over on ESPN2 in celebration of Ocho Day. There goes the runner, Hicks, with a delayed reaction on the ball dropped by Rowan. Colton Hicks takes second base.
Heads up base running. That's what you like to see. Never quit on the play.
Ball.
Ball 2 for Liam Thien out of the number 5 spot for Virginia. You know, we were not in the hotel with Liam this morning, but we can tell you one thing for sure. We could tell you he had 2 pieces of toast, he had 2 waffles, and he had a bowl of cereal. Every game, that's his breakfast, every game day. And Thien goes down looking here on Davis's second strikeout. Would you say Liam waffled on his decision to swing?
No waffling for him. Likes his routine, though.
Would you say that Davis turned Thien into toast?
I wouldn't say that. You would say that.
Would you call me a serial bad jokester?
Me and many others.
Here's Chase Triplett to pinch hit. First one for Virginia in the game.
There's a kid out in center field under the scoreboard that's got the biggest piece of cardboard right now. That's the piece of cardboard I need.
Is that the status level in the schoolyard? He who has the biggest piece of cardboard reigns?
That's huge right there. That's what you're talking about. It's magic carpet.
It's 180% of body mass or something like that. 2-1, Chase Triplett off the bench. And he takes up and away for ball 3. Twin of Brett. Both Chase and Brett come off the bench and hit for Virginia. Their dad, Brian, one of the coaches. Chase looks at strike 2. Big spot here for Davis, searching for a shutdown inning. And he'll have to wait at least one more pitch for it.
The coach over there yelling, yes, yes, yes. And that's one way that coaches will teach their kids to have an attitude, to be aggressive, that you're thinking this is going to be the pitch, and then if it's not, then you stop. But instead of kind of waiting to see, is it going to be a good pitch, is it not, having your mindset, yes, this is going to be the pitch I want, and if it's not there, then spit on it. Just take it. But if you're thinking maybe, 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 then you'll be caught in between. You won't get that front foot down, and hands won't come through.
Triplett serves one to third. And the throw to first is there from Rudolph. Well, last year, Singy, who could forget our epic slide down the hill? You wanted a rematch, you got a rematch in controversial fashion. ESPN2, we decided to enact our own competitive cardboard box sliding. Singy, got to stretch. Namaste, rule number 18, limber up. And we were off. I lost the box and lost the race. And Chris was a good sport about it, as you can see. Yeah, glad we cut that off just in time.
Hey, man, you got to let these kids know.
You know, somehow we missed the first race where I think you tackled me for disqualification.
Yeah, that felt great.
Yeah.
I mean, I was
kind of for both of us.
That was on behalf of the entire truck, basically. It was like,
is this it?
Oh, look at the technique there. Just WWE.
But look at him squirm out. Look at the kid. Down goes Brown. Down to the hill first. A swim move to victory. And there was much rejoicing.
I literally beat you.
And was that before or after you literally beat me? It was Joaquin Maldonado's brother and sister who were our happy participants. Nico and Melania. Great job by those two as well. They at least stayed on the boxes, which is more than can be said for me. But once again, you're a welcome competitor.
Play.
Even when you didn't play fair. And I look forward to round 3 next year.
Well, or how about Williamsport?
How about Williamsport? Yeah. Strike 1 to Will Rowan.
It's a really good fastball from Justin Lee. He's had some issues here and there commanding it, but when he is synced up mechanically, it's a tough pitch for these hitters to handle.
All the runs unearned against Lee. Struck out a couple. His second appearance of the regionals. Rowan into center field. A leadoff base hit for Will Rowan.
Hung in there tight on that breaking ball. They'd have to give up a little bit because of the location of it, but he kept his hands tight to his body and just powered that barrel through.
Kyle Rudolph. In the air, Matt Coleman runs out of room. Well, you may not see a smaller first baseman than Matt Coleman, but he is as technically proficient as anyone around.
Well, had a really nice dig last inning, or maybe it was 2 innings ago, but just an outstanding job. Wasn't an easy hop over there at first.
One strike.
Dug it out for the final out of the
Play.
inning.
That's a ball.
It's great to have Kyle Rudolph in the lineup for Georgia. Broken wrist in January while playing basketball. A fracture in his elbow at the end of June. He healed up quickly. He pitched early on in the regional. He serves one to right here. Bowden is there to make the catch. And he can't get the ball out of his glove to try for two, but he did secure the catch for the first out.
It's been a little adventure out there for Bowden today, but that's a great catch. And eyes get big as an outfielder when you can see the window between where the base runner is and when you make the catch. I think because of that, he's got a little too quick, not able to get the handle on it and get that second out.
1 on, 1 out for Brock Rain. And a strike to start him. Man of 1,000 nicknames. He goes by B-Rock mainly. Some of the other nicknames for Brock Rain: Fungo, Subway, 5 o'clock, Jeopardy, and Christmas Tree.
2 strikes.
We only learned the meanings behind about half of those.
Yeah.
But he says they all apply. Strike 3. Lee goes up the ladder for his 3rd strikeout of the game. Little League would like to extend a special thank you to its official sponsors, such as Chick-fil-A and Musco Sports Lighting, who help to maintain the strength and leadership of the Little League program. Little League would also like to thank its dedicated volunteers who make this program such a special experience for millions of children worldwide. There are way too many volunteers here to thank, but all the men and women who donated their time this weekend. Concession stands, the gift shop, serving and making the team meals, the ushers, the parking attendants, the Warner Robins Police Department, among many others. And a special shout-out, Singy, to Sonny, Lee, Andrew, Cody, Brent, Michael, Thomas, Tony, and Ken, and anybody we forgot on the grounds crew who did a great job getting this field ready for play today.
Yeah, the field is just gorgeous. I mean, these kids, see their eyes light up. They talk about no bad hops, great atmosphere, seating for the parents up in the stands. Hey, if you don't make it past here, obviously you're here, you're close to punching your ticket to Williamsport, but this is a great experience in and of itself to play in this Southeast Regional.
2 strikes on the pinch hitter, Zach Profit. And that pitch is off the glove of Culpepper. Rowan down to second, and he'll hold right there. We also want to send our special thoughts to Marshall Casey, who's umpire-in-chief for Little League Baseball and Softball Southeastern Region, who's been here for decades overseeing the umpires, being a big part of this community. Couldn't be here today for a personal matter. We're all thinking of Marshall, and we know we'll be seeing him soon. One of the many great men and women who we see year in, year out, friendly faces here in Warner Robins, Georgia, and this tournament couldn't happen without all the hours, all the time they put in. Profit takes a called strike 3, and Justin Lee is out of the 3rd. Halfway home from Warner Robins, it's Virginia on top. Halfway home here at Little League Southeastern Park in Warner Robins, where the concession stands are still hopping. Get your burgers, get your nachos, get your sandwiches and fries. You want to place an order for this game too?
No, I just like watching you eat.
Mott sticks and nachos from Game 1.
Nachos for breakfast today. Nachos and cheese sticks for you for breakfast.
I made popcorn for $1. It's just unbeatable. Nice little sweet tea to wash it down. Brett Triplett pinch hits to start the 4th inning. We saw his brother Chase bat to end the 3rd. Easy ways to tell them apart. Chase bats left, Brett bats right. Brett's the one with the glasses. named for George Brett. His dad, Brian Triplett, one of the assistant coaches on this team, played his college ball at George Mason. J.J. Piccolo and Dayton Moore, the Kansas City Royals, coach there.
Hey. 2-1.
Two-one from Austin Davis. And he hit him.
I got Triplett pretty flush. Nowhere to go on that one.
Where's the best place to get in if you have to get there?
Let's say in the left glute.
Left glute.
If you're a right-handed hitter.
Right. Of course. Good to specify, though. Triplett took it between the numbers.
The glute closest to the pitcher. It's the best spot.
The near side glute. Bowden returns to run in his spot.
Ball.
And this is Brody Harris to bat for Noah Culpepper. See him tug on the back of the pants. Brody Harris. That is his nickname. It's Pants. Sometimes they're self-explanatory. A tug and he's ready to go. Oh, that one smoked back to Davis. He goes to second and gets the out there.
It's a big-time play. No, he's in a little bit of pain right there. That shot right off of his body and was so determined to make the play, get the out. Outstanding job, Austin Davis. Tough kid.
Esteban Maldonado is going to come check on his starter.
Where hit you?
Back up, guys.
Huh? Okay, you going to be okay? Yeah. All right. You sure? You want to throw one? Just to see how you feel? Can he throw one?
Throw one. See how he feels.
Good? All right, thank you.
Nice job by Esteban Maldonado. Make sure you're not wasting a pitch or two, or even a batter if that pitcher isn't at full strength to go.
Here's the pinch hitter, Kian Henson. Davis is at 67 pitches, by the way. The maximum pitch count is 85, so he's creeping closer to that number. If you get to 85 in the middle of an at-bat, you can finish that batter, but that's the threshold. You can't start a new batter after you've thrown 85.
Ball.
Ball and a strike for Kian Henson. One of the happy-go-lucky kids on this Virginia team said when he used to watch sports on TV, he'd cheer for whoever was winning. Right now, any Kian Henson facsimile back home would be cheering for Virginia.
Got 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2.
Henson takes ball 2. This is a big at-bat with Opsgarden waiting in the weeds. The on-deck hitter, the grand slammer from earlier. Henson to the right side on the ground. Rain goes to second. Moss over to first to double play.
Huge pickup defensively there. Let Opsgarden come up with nobody on next inning.
4, 6, and 3 to get out of the fourth. Georgia to the bats next. Our Honda game summary shows Virginia 5, Georgia 2. It doesn't show a dog in a police car, but we're glad you all got to see that too. Chase Opsgarden has the big hit, a grand slam in the second following Justin Lee's home run. Virginia got the first 5. Georgia's clawed a little bit closer with the next 2. Kevin Brown, Chris Singleton, our entire ESPN crew, thrilled to be with you on a sunny and sticky Wednesday from Warner Robins, Georgia. The winner of this game moves on to Williamsport and the Little League World Series. Will Nixon will bat for Georgia here in the bottom of the 4th inning. In the spot of Logan Inigawa, 7, 8, and 9.
Play.
For Georgia against Justin Lee.
Great speed if he can get aboard.
And he'll try to bunt his way on. Grabbed at third by Yates. Play made. Will Nixon probably the fastest runner on the team. He tried to do just that, but Yates was one better.
And Yates anticipating that possibility of Nixon trying to drop down a bunt. He's in a little bit over there at third. He's just that kid. He's in our meetings. I mean, on Monday, he's just easy going, laid back, doesn't say a whole lot, and made that play. He's like, ho hum. All right, what's next?
A man of few words but many grins is how he's described by his coaches. Strike one over to Logan Moss. That was such a big pitch, such a big one-pitch result for Lee because he came into the inning at 55 pitches. Again, 85 is the maximum pitch count. Moss in the air and out of play. If Lee can get some quick outs here, can put Virginia in a much better spot come the end of the game. He gets to 85 and Virginia will have to find a new pitcher. Logan Moss stays alive with 2 strikes. Curly Fries, as he's known. Not sure if you all caught it in our roster introductions. Logan Moss introduced himself saying, "Hi, I'm Logan Moss, and I have curls for the
2
girls."
strikes. Play.
Something I know you've often said, Singy, in your lifetime.
It's been a while, as you can see with the haircut.
It's a choice. Strike 3. Moss goes down looking, 5th strikeout for Justin Lee.
Lee just cruising, and it's been one of his quickest innings so far. It is a balmy day, as you can see the perspiration there on the arm and on the neck. Justin Lee.
Walker Dixon's first at bat, and he goes after strike 1.
It's a great type of inning to have if you're Justin Lee. Kind of get into that middle part of the game, fatigue can start to set in. If you can have a quick inning, get back in the dugout out of this heat,
Ball.
increases your chances of being effective later into this ball game.
1-1. Ball.
I know you weren't a pitcher, but on a day like this as a batter with a pitcher getting deep into the
2-1.
game with the perspiration and the heat, would you approach it a little differently, maybe be a little more selective knowing he might tire easily?
Well, you can start to see it at times.
This one grounded to shortstop, and it is an easy inning for Lee. He gets through it on just 8 pitches. Virginia is 6 outs away. Leaguers there, and it's just been announced, Singy, the 2020 Little League Classic will feature the Boston Red Sox and the Baltimore Orioles.
A little American League East showing. I like it.
First appearance in the Little League Classic for either of those 2 teams. Joaquin Maldonado, the new pitcher, here in the 5th inning for Georgia. We saw Maldonado throw a couple of innings in relief on Monday. Gave up a couple of runs. Neither was earned. And Maldonado will try to keep this a 5-2 game with Virginia 6 outs away from a trip to Williamsport. Top of the order, here is Chase Obstgarden to take ball 1. Brock Rain over to third base. Austin Davis moves to second. Kyle Rudolph to first.
Ball.
Hopes Gardens grand slam in the second inning, the biggest hit of the game. Big Javier Baez fan. You can see the way he moves and fields fluidly out at shortstop. Special moment it would be for Chase in Virginia to get to Williamsport. Maybe get to mingle with Javi Baez and the Cubs. Maldonado back in it.
Painting on that outside corner right now.
On the ground to Logan Moss. One away. Find Little League online at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Just look for their official handle at Little League. Follow the action. Join the conversation with a hashtag LLWS. Everybody's doing it. Brady Yates with one down.
Because of the grand slam and that giving Virginia 5-0 lead at the time, 5-2 now. Feels like it's a comfortable game for them, but we've seen it. We saw it on Monday night. Looked like Virginia was going to easily close out the ball game. Georgia came back, and then Virginia came back to win it. So important for Virginia to keep adding on runs.
Ball.
Things can get a little wild. You get to the sixth in a fairly close ball game.
That'll help. Yates to right field. Walker Dixon cuts it off before the corner. It's a one-out single. And a single in advance of this young man.
That bomb hit earlier. Just front foot down, timing perfect, and I love it. He hit it so well. I was like, all right, let me just look up the line because I know that's getting over the fence. Doing it on the mound, doing it at the plate.
He did it again. Justin Lee, up and away for Virginia.
Doing about a 20-degree launch angle there. Stirred on that pitch, middle in. For a smaller team in Virginia, he's the big guy, and they're just hopping on his back and riding him to potentially to the Little League World Series.
Eight for 9, 5 home runs, 10 RBIs, and 5 walks. Good luck.
Video game numbers there for the kid.
Colton Hicks out to center field. And Hicks gets in on the act. Virginia goes back-to-back, and nobody loves it more than Justin Lee.
Well, just mentioning add on a little bit, keep increasing the lead, create as much separation as you can from Georgia, and that's exactly what they're doing here in the 5th. Austin Davis comes out of the game. We thought Maldonado, that fresh arm, it would be a little different look and feel for Virginia. Not the case.
Justin Lee, I think, was more fired up than when he went deep.
Yeah, exactly.
Camden Rogers goes out to the Georgia bullpen. Esteban Maldonado has called an infield meeting.
Can't hit, okay? So we got to play. Let's go. Hold them right here. We got to play. Hey, we don't need that. Let's go. We got this. Let's go. Stay positive. Let's go. Let's go. Hold them right there.
Still a lot of positive energy from the Georgia head coach.
Got to bring it. Got to bring it. And these kids, you just have to, they come in the dugout and you just have to remind them, hey, have we ever scored 6 runs in an inning? We've scored 8 runs in an inning. We scored 23 runs on Friday. This game's not over. Just have to remind them what they've done.
Ball.
And if you're Virginia, who beat this Georgia team on Monday night, you're reminding your guys of their ability to close out a game against this club. So the psychology that is used to keep these players focused on the goal, and that's to get the W.
Ball.
Two balls, one strike. Liam Thien batting and takes in the dirt ball 3. All the runs have scored on home runs in this game for Virginia. Lee with a pair, Hicks and Opsgarden as well.
Hey.
Three-two. Thien up the middle. That sneaks through. Liam Thien continues the hit parade. Chase Triplett will bat for Virginia. This is a special group, this Loudoun South Little League team. 13 kids on this team. They are missing one notable member of last year's club. We know he's watching back home. Maddox Webb, who was a big part of last year's state championship team, he moved to Texas. His dad got a job there. Maddox and the Webb family went along, and there's the name, there's the number. Maddox, number 17. A whole lot of these players are keeping it under the bill of their hats. Thinking about Maddox, who was such a big part of their team last year en route to the state championship. This Virginia club has won 20 elimination games the last 2 years. They are a never-say-die group.
Play.
And they are 6 outs away from a trip to Williamsport, Pennsylvania.
Ball.
Says a lot about Maddox for these kids that have so many other things going on to keep him in the forefront of their minds as they try to push past where they've never been.
Last time Virginia was in the Little League World Series, none of these kids were even close to being alive. 25 years ago, 1994. Popped up by Triplett. Rain, and a pitcher Maldonado with a sliding try, and he couldn't hang on. Great effort by Maldonado.
Boy, he had to run a long way.
Whenever you're ready, go ahead.
And frustrated with himself right there to make the catch. Hey, that'd have been an outstanding catch had he made it. No reason to hang your head on it.
We know they're excited right now back in Loudoun County at Glory Days Grill. Velocity Wings in South Riding, Virginia. Been watch parties all week.
Ball.
Come the baseball capital of Virginia, Loudoun County. Justin Boris from around there. J.B. Bukowskis, who's just part of the Zach Greinke deal. That's ripped to right field by Triplett. That gets over the head of Dixon and hits the base of the wall. Thien's headed to third. Triplett pumps the brakes at second. Second and third. And 5 hits in a row have ignited this 5th inning for Virginia.
A good piece by Triplett coming off the bench and just driving that over the head of the right fielder. Nice level swing going through the zone. That was pretty. Little hustle there. Thien thought about scoring after he had touched third base, but good move to shut it down as a strong throw came in from the outfield to the relay man.
Joe Ross returns to run at second. Michael Bowden, 7th batter of the inning for Virginia. Be an extra special trip for Michael and his family to get to the Little League World Series. Michael, Dad Allen, a manager here, have some history with the family. Grandpa Royce, way back in 1954 in the middle there. You can see a bit of a resemblance, actually. Hampton, Virginia, led to the 1954 Little League World Series, and Michael told us he's been to Williamsport before. Royce showed him the old field where he used to play back in the day. Could be 65 years in the making between Bowden family members and the Little League World Series. How cool would that be?
That'd be really cool. I mean, just to, one, it's cool just to think about getting to Williamsport, but then have a family connection with it and something that kind of a fraternity that you step into, and being able to share that with a grandpa would be awesome.
Bowden in the air to Moss for out number 2. Noah Culpepper will bat. Our Rubik's Cube solver from earlier. Unmatched energy level for this young man. Seen it behind the plate today. Noah has a unique superstition of some kind. Same pair of underpants every game. But he said, don't worry, we'll always clean them. Always find the laundry.
Sliding shorts, right?
No,
Something like
he's had same pair of underwear. Some go with the sliding shorts, not the superstition. What about you? You ever had any superstitions? You wear the same thing every game?
No.
Just the same thing every cardboard box slide?
Try not to. That's my superstition. Try not to do the same thing every day.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that a superstition, or is that just variety spicing up your life?
Maybe a little bit of both.
There's Dad looking on.
Ball.
Watching as Noah works a 4-pitch walk to load the bases. Daniel Culpepper looking on as Noah reaches first. Noah gave Daniel a great surprise a couple of years ago, and he said, I can solve a Rubik's Cube. Daniel said, I don't believe you. And Noah said, I finished it in 1:40. Cut it down to about 53 seconds. Here's Matt Coleman. With the bases loaded, Coleman takes high. 9th batter of the inning, which started with a ground out from Opsgarden in the leadoff spot. 5 hits and a walk later, here we are.
Good.
Coleman not a power hitter, home run hitter, but a home run here would create a 10-run lead.
Don't look at this pitch. It goes down the middle. Jack it in the left field. We're good. You got this. Let's go right now.
Absolutely love Alan Bowden's enthusiasm and his calmness with his kids. How can you not love that? Coleman smokes it to the right side. The message from the coach worked. 2 will score, and Culpepper goes first to third. The professional delivers for Virginia. He loves every second of the third base coach's box.
He's got to be a fun player to coach, as he does all the little things. Talk about doing it right. Just a great swing. Hit that hole on the right side of the infield.
Well, as you said, Singy, if you lead by 10 runs after 5, you win by run rule. Not that pitching is really a concern here for any future dates because you're not going to play for a week. But if Virginia gets 2 more and throws a shutout bottom of the 5th, they'll have a 10-run win.
Go into third base. Joaquin, stay on the mound. You're right. Give me a ball. Go to first. Go to first. You got to come in because Camden is going to pitch, okay?
Camden Rogers will pitch. What an inning it's been for Virginia. 5 runs and still going. And we go all access with Jalen Hurts, a brand new quarterback in Oklahoma. Sports Center right here after PTI on ESPN and streaming live on the ESPN app. Camden Rogers is the new pitcher for Peachtree City. Out of the bullpen into the game. He told us yesterday he has touched 75 miles per hour 5 times in his career, and he is one heck of a hard thrower.
That's bringing the cheese for sure. And he's a big, tall kid, too. So you just think about it for the hitters. Perception in terms of that velocity, just because the extension on the release point.
Virginia has scored 5 runs in the inning. Here's Obstgarden, who led off the inning. And he takes one high and inside off the glove of Rowan, and the throw not in time on Culpepper, who scores Virginia's 6th of the inning.
Here it is, coming in hot, fastball. Kind of runs up and away, arm side for Rogers. And now with that runner in scoring position, base hit creates that 10-run lead.
And Georgia will get its at-bats in the bottom of the 5th, but a run here, a scoreless bottom of the 5th, and we'd be in a 10-run rule situation. There's 75 from Rogers, who can now say he's hit it 6 times all time.
And obviously we're not concerned about the pitching because these teams will have a break before the World Series, but one less chance or opportunity for Georgia to come back in the 6th. And those 6th innings can be really hairy in terms of it looking like a team's going to close out the game and other teams scoring runs.
Just ask Virginia a couple of nights ago. Remember, this is a Georgia team that scored 23 runs on Friday, scored 10 runs in the first game today. They can wear down Justin Lee a little bit. He's nearing his pitch count. 1-2. Breaking ball gets away, and Coleman goes down to third.
So here we are over there at third. Coleman, Alan Bowden, the manager. He is, I'm sure, reminding him, pay close attention. Ball in the dirt, gets away from the catcher. We can get another one.
Instead, strike 3. Rogers comes in, throws gas, and gets rid of Obstgarden. 6 runs in the 5th for Virginia. Home runs from Justin Lee first, and Colton Hicks second. The dish for Virginia today. On the mound, he's been dominant as well.
Good power fastball. We see it to the arm side. When it runs in there on the righty, it's just real difficult. Trying to catch up to it upstairs. Really hard to do. Froze some hitters with the fastball and the breaking ball. No, Logan Moss didn't like the call there, but Justin Lee has been peppering the strike zone. And he's swinging the bat a little bit, too.
Just a little bit. 64 pitches. 85 is the pitch count number. Get to 85, you can't start a new batter. Lee is on pace to throw another 16 here, 16 pitches per inning, which would get him into the 6th, but a very quick 4th. Landon Justice, top of the order for Georgia. Scored 7 runs in this tournament to lead his Georgia team. 5 in the last 2 games. 2-run home run against Virginia on Monday. Justice gets it started with a hit to right field. Justice will try to turn for 2. He's in there standing.
No hesitation there out of the box. That's a nice piece of base running, pulling that down the line. Nixon doing a nice job getting there, knocking it down, and at least having a shot at Justice at second base.
A double for Justice in advance of Austin Davis. Boy, that sounds good right about now. Dad's baby back ribs. On the ground to first, Coleman knocks it down at the base for the first out.
So if you're Justin Lee right now, you're not even thinking about the runner at third. Run doesn't matter. You're overly concerned with trying to prevent that run from scoring, especially with an 11-2 lead. You're not going to be as locked in on the hitter as you need to be. And that's all he needs to think about. He's playing catch with Culpepper right here.
Ball 1 to Will Rowan. The biggest hitter at this tournament for Georgia. 4 home runs, 8 knocked in, and a single last time.
Good.
Takes a curveball, strike 1. Good hard heater from Lee.
He's got some good tilt on it too from his release point. Gets that arm up there and then it's throwing downhill. So it's going down and has a little bit of run. Tough to match the plane.
Tough to do anything with that combination of pitches.
Right, so he's getting better.
Wow.
Later in this game.
August 29th, 8 Eastern, Georgia Tech and Clemson kick off the college football season in the ACC only on ACC Network from Death Valley. Get ACCN.com for more information, and if you don't see your provider on that graphic, call and demand they carry the ACC Network. First game for the defending national champions, the Clemson Tigers. Jeff Collins, a brand new head coach at Georgia Tech, to change that style of play from the long-time option game under Paul Johnson. Good luck. Take over an option team, you're running something else. Have fun. Death Valley week 1.
Yeah. Good place to try it out.
That's looped toward left field by Rudolph and tracked down by Joe Ross.
Love it. Getting the defense behind you, making some plays. Justin Lee more pumped about what other guys are doing than what he's doing today. I love it.
Great bunt by Bill Walker. Up the middle and through. Base hit. Georgia strikes first. Off the glove of Dewey again. 3-0 Georgia. Peachtree City, Georgia is headed to the Little League World Series. Peachtree City American Little League defeated Loudon South American Little League 3-0 last year. Teams have changed, the cities remain. Loudon South Little League out of South Riding, Virginia, and Peachtree City, Georgia for the second straight year in the Southeast Regional Championship. And Virginia is 3 outs away from eliminating last year's championship city. Noah Culpepper, Justin Lee, and his teammates have been dominant today. 3 more outs. They'll be the first team to represent Virginia at the Little League World Series since Central Springfield Little League way back in 1994.
It's been a little while. They got the heart of the lineup coming up for Virginia. Comfortable lead with 9 in front of Georgia. But with the heart of the order coming up, keep adding runs and just destroy any hope that Georgia would have left in the bottom of this inning.
Certainly some extra motivation here because of how close last year's team came. None of the players are the same from last year, but there are some relatives. Brady Yates batting right now. His brother Chad was part of last year's team. Chad Yates, Nate Hoskins, Sean Arnasia, a bunch of other players from last year's team have sent video messages of good luck, support for this year's group.
Stay right here with me. Stay right here with me. Hey.
Plate umpire David Byers just fixing the shoulder pads, it looked like, of Will Rowan.
Ball.
Brady Yates with a single last time, 1 for 3.
Hey.
Takes strike 1. Some hard stuff from Camden Rogers,
Yeah.
Major League equivalent 95.
Those 2 guys on the mound right now, Justin Lee, Camden Rogers, bringing it.
Ball.
Just trying to find that
3-1.
release point is Rogers.
Count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ball.
Ball 4 is called by David Byers, who's been mic'd up for us today. Let's take a listen.
Tell me your name.
Noah.
Noah, I'm Dave. Good to meet you. Let's have fun, all right? Just a bit of liquor. A smooth talking son of a gun. I remember my old football coach, he was like, don't chug the Gatorade. Don't chug the Gatorade. I'm a sucker for you. I don't know what you're doing.
That's great.
If you had a home plate umpire sings Jonas Brothers on your bingo card, congratulations. And what game are you playing? That is awesome from David Byers.
Love it, man.
Oh, man, don't chug the Gatorade. That's good life advice. We've all been there. David Byers, one of the 6 volunteer M's today. Stephen Lewis is at first, Dale Wheeler at second, John Chapman at third. UCal Palmer Jr. and Michael Duty on outfield duty. Thanks to those gentlemen for their work throughout the week. Well, Camden Rogers now tasked with getting Justin Lee out, which just about nobody's been able to do this week.
Yes, he did.
Check swing, he went. There you have it. Only the second time in 4 games Justin Lee has been retired.
Looked like a pretty good pitch on its own, even without the swing. Good location by Camden Rogers, and something we just haven't seen very much. Justin Lee walking back to the dugout.
Colton Hicks now. And he did not hit that ball. Missed on the swing and popped out of the glove of Rowan. That allows Yates to take second. Hicks, center field, base hit. Yates will test justice. The throw cut off. A 10-run lead for Virginia on Colton Hicks' 3rd hit of the game.
Well, it's the offense of Virginia today that has really shown up, and the way Georgia played in game 1 against South Carolina and the way they played in this tournament, I thought we would see an offensive explosion. But they still have 3 outs in the bottom half of this inning to make something happen.
Two 2-0 on Liam Thien. He singled last time. One of 11 Georgia hits. Every spot in the batting order, 1 through 9, has seen at least one base runner reach safely for Virginia. Chop to the left side. The new third baseman, Rudolph, goes to second, gets the force.
Smart decision there. I thought because it was a slow chopper, he'd come across the diamond, but good speed up the first base line. And going to second actually proved to be really the only option there to get it out.
Joe Ross will bat. Singled in his only trip. They're 3 outs away, this Loudoun South Little League team. 3 outs away from doing what no Loudoun South Little League team has done. 25 years since the state of Virginia has been represented in the Little League World Series. 8 Little League World Series appearances, but since this Southeast Regional final began just under a couple of decades ago, Virginia's never won it. It's the 6th time Virginia has made the regional final. They are 0 for the first 5. Alan Bowden's group this year, they're known as the Big Red Machine. They know other teams are bigger in size. They don't believe other teams are bigger in heart. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Justin Lee and Virginia are 3 outs away from a date with destiny. From realizing a dream, 3 outs away from a trip to the Little League World Series, we listened in to Virginia's manager during the half-inning break.
3 outs. We're not counting outs. We got 1 inning to go. Do not let up. You hear me? We do not let up. Game is never over until the final out is made. Don't make that mistake. Okay? Here we go. Let's go get him. Finish on 3. Loud. 1, 2, 3. Let's go.
3 more outs to go for Virginia's first trip to the Little League World Series in 2.5 decades. Justin Lee will start the inning, 74 pitches deep. 85 is the pitch count. If Lee gets to 85 in the middle of a batter, he can finish that hitter. And with 11 pitches or so, he can finish out this game. Camden Rogers will lead off for Georgia.
Oh.
And Rogers is hit.
That was just boring in on him. Nowhere to go with the velocity. Big kid, though. Looks like he's all right.
Any way you can start the rally, right?
Hey, got to have base runners. And you know that's what Esteban Maldonado telling his Peachtree City club when they come in the dugout. Hey, listen, got to get base runners.
Ball 1 on Joaquin Maldonado. Strike 1. The Shadows once again playing a role as they have all day. How much harder is it, Singy, to pick up that fastball when you're in shadow and Justin Lee's in sun?
Well, fortunately, the shadows aren't out far enough yet, because based on the science, a hitter, makes his decision whether he's swinging at a pitch and kind of calculates where it's going to be, a few feet out in front of home plate. So I think they're okay at this point. But he starts to cut about halfway to the mound, and that's when it starts to get difficult. One thing that's can be tough is just this good velocity that Justin Lee still seems to be featuring. The pitch count now at 79. It doesn't look like he is going to be able to finish this game. Nobody out yet.
Foul.
Maldonado stays alive. His brother Julian was here 3 years ago, played in Warner Robins, lost in the title game. We know he's watching. Joaquin, 3 years later, has been a big part of this team, one of the most improved players all year long for Peachtree City. On 3-2, Lee drops one in. Strike 3 and 1 out in the 6th.
Maldonado just couldn't pull the trigger. I think he was looking towards the outside part of the plate, and that wasn't in that location. More middle in on that pitch.
Now batting left fielder number 16, Logan Inagawa.
Logan Inagawa now to take strike 1.
Trying to be patient with Lee, and they're trying to get him out of this ball game. Let him go ahead and reach his pitch limit.
Next one will be number 85, so this is going to be Justin Lee's final batter.
For Lee, it could be his final batter by getting a ground ball,
Sure.
ending double play. That's how he'd like it to be, his final batter. But not the way that Georgia wants it to go.
Two-strike pitch. Inagawa ducks out of the way, ball 1. Two years in a row for Loudoun South Little League in the Southeast Regional Final. Seeking this Little League's first ever World Series appearance. That's fought off foul, still 2 strikes on Inagawa.
I take that as a compliment.
Winner of this game starts the Little League World Series a week from tomorrow, Thursday, August 15th, 3 o'clock Eastern, against the winner of the New England region. Another 1-2. How hard is it to not be thinking about that right now if you're Virginia?
It's very difficult, but you got to just stay in the moment best you can.
Inagawa down the line. That's a foul ball.
What you're thinking about is just getting that last out and throwing your gloves up and celebrating with your team and kind of taking an exhale, if you will. It's not so much of, oh, I want to go and win the Little League World Series. Sure you do, but you just want to punch your ticket and get there. You get there, you got an opportunity just like anybody else.
It's a good at-bat by Inagawa. This Georgia team is
3-2.
fighting for every last at-bat. '90th pitch today for Justin Lee on 3-2. And there will be a 91st. Good stop by Esteban Maldonado over third.
Pretty good fielding pitcher, former minor league pitcher over there, Maldonado. Looks more like a power hitter than a pitcher.
Yeah, he's well built, Esteban. 5 years in the Astros system. Inagawa facing another 3-2. Inagawa pops it up. Coleman on the bag at first, makes the catch. And Virginia is 1 out away. They will have to get that out with a new pitcher. Justin Lee has reached the limit. Here comes Alan Bowden.
You did it. You did it. You did it. Go get your first baseman throw.
What a day for Justin Lee. He'll get to run out to first. His Virginia team is 1 out away from pandemonium. Justin Lee did just about everything for Virginia today. He kick-started the scoring with a home run in the first inning, his 4th of the regional. In the 5th inning, he added another, a 2-run blast. And on the mound, he picked up every out but one.
Good power with the fastball and had hitters guessing all afternoon. This kid's got some great stuff. What I love most is how tenacious he is and competitive. He was more fired up about his teammates getting big hits and making plays defensively than what he was doing himself. Almost made it to the finish line, just 1 out shy of Virginia punching their ticket for Williamsport.
He moves to first. Bowden to center, Coleman to right, Liam Thien on the mound. He'll face Dylan Stiltner with 2 outs in the 6th. And Thien starts him with a breaking ball strike. 2 pieces of toast, 2 waffles, and a bowl of cereal. Same breakfast every day for Liam Thien, and it's not changing anytime soon, as he's 1 strike away from sending Virginia back to the Little League World Series.
Love to see a kid come in and throwing strikes, and with this kind of lead, you got plenty of cushion just to attack the hitters.
And there it is. For the first time in 25 years, Virginia is going to the Little League World Series.
Look at that embrace there, Justin Lee and Obsgarden. Tell this means a lot to these guys. They've worked hard. They've led this ball club. And maybe in some ways, Virginia, the underdog over Georgia. Not too far from home, and a team that scored a lot of runs, but it was all Virginia's offense, and just a nice job there closing it out. Look at Justin Lee. Can't believe it.
Shake it up. They do the middle. They want to go in the middle.
Central Springfield Little League in 1994. You are no longer the last from Virginia to head to Williamsport. South Riding, Virginia, and the Loudoun South Little League. Particularly the Loudoun South American Little League. They came out of the losers bracket back home and beat Loudoun South National twice. They've won 20 elimination games the last 2 years, make it 21. And they are off to Williamsport, Pennsylvania. And as always, a great display of sportsmanship after the game. A high five and a handshake line between the players and coaches. And the fans who made the drive down from South Riding, not far from Washington, D.C., boy, are they happy they did.
And they will have a nice drive home. It's a lot longer when your team loses, but they'll be riding high and home before you know it. And congratulations.
Liam Thien closed it out. Justin Lee, all the other outs. Virginia is Little League World Series bound.